Hello, Nexus. Welcome on in, mate. I'll take care, Aldreas, if you're heading out as well. Okay, so another spot has opened up for a hopeful. Hello, Tron has joined the galaxy. Welcome on in. In the titanium sector, obviously, titanium's going to get a lot less uncommon. Or rather, another way you could say is a lot more common. So I'm not going to stop to mine every single thing, but getting a little bit is useful. And one of the things to remember is that a place that doesn't, where something doesn't spawn naturally, is going to be willing to pay a lot more for something than a place where it's pretty bountiful. So you could easily make a decent amount of money by going into a titanium, like into the sort of titanium sectors, mining a bunch of titanium, and then promptly heading out to the iron sectors and selling said titanium. Boswell says, do you only need iron you only need iron to build a ship. The other materials, the higher the tier, the more useful they become. Valuable objects set up. I think they are. Head over here, grab whatever you are. Also, I should probably plan the next jump. Where is that going to be to? It'll be there. I have passed you. My bad. A beacon. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Classic. To all participants of Operation Exodus. More and more information. Okay, let's go and deal with you then. Anything else here? Well, I'll wait in a moment. I would say that's okay. Yeah, Leafin. I would say that's a decent amount. It is just the beacon, though. Oh. Jump route and calc. No. If you fell into a black hole, that would be a misfortune. But if someone saved you, that would be a calamity. Wow. My God. Are they just having... Are they just literally out here just insulting each other? I almost feel bad about attacking. Oh, yeah? You think it's tough? My men and I will get you. Are you sure? I'm fairly certain they won't. Also, let me turn on my guns. That would probably help some small amount. And who's the closest? Well, unfortunately, it's going to be you. Yeah, this salvaging laser is doing amazing work on these guys. Yep. That was green and something even nicer. Grab you. Thank you. Alright, let's try and pop you nice and fast if we can. Ah! Cannot look. I'm busy de-pirating some pirates. Oh. There you go. And the last one now. Hopefully my auto turrets will engage. There we go. I think this might be the last one of the spawn. Is that it? Yeah, sector cleared. Sarius, thank you very much for the raid, mate. You were playing some Avorion. Well, fantastic. Seems that the bug is spreading. I hope you were having a good time, buddy. Did I just pick up an R mining laser? I did, a decaying R mining laser, but still an R mining laser. I've heard that you found an R mining laser. R mining lasers are fantastic. They're somewhat old school style mining. You mine the ores from asteroids and then have to refine them at the station. That's way more efficient than having the mining lasers do it. Amazing. Alright, where's everyone else on the map right now? Got a couple of people down here now, actually. Foxdot, Interficer, got Cosmic Fox. Oh wow, they are spreading out quite well over there. Got Calfet, War Hunter, Ash the Wyvernsmith, Aurelia, Chiz, Graven, Deutrius, Phoebe the Phoenix. Back at the starting area, we've got Burn and Kaelin. Right. Is there much worth salvaging here, I wonder? I believe that is something. As it isn't moving the same way everything else is. Seems to have a actual physical presence. Yes, it does. Right, let's see what I just picked up then. Right, so we did pick up a decaying R mining laser, but it still has 60 efficiency. Which is bonkers. I don't think that was too used. Ooh. I got the hacker. Okay. Okay. I think that's what we would install on this ship in the final subsystem spot, then. No mods. Free day. We would need to push this to expand a bit to enable that, but might be worth it. Right, what's the weakest of the mining lasers that I've got? Actually, you know what? No. What's the least? Yeah, we'll replace the least efficient. I can't believe I'm replacing with a decaying one. Well, we'll pop this in there. Place. There we go. So, our mining job. Mission update. Let's go ahead and jump. Finally found an untouched resource sector. Sorry about that, Burn. It will take a little bit of jumping around. No worries at all, free day. What have we got here? Is that a wreckage? It is a wreckage. Is there anything here? Nothing here. Okay. But I will enter coordinates there. Oh, I can see a rift. Finally see one. Now, I want you to mine. So I do have a mission. Add 250 or more cargo space to your ship. I've got... Oh. Oh, is it because I don't have empty cargo space? That isn't what I said. Oh, well. Oh, that's possibly something I could do. I could use... Yeah, I could put cargo on this instead. Okay, once I have... Well, actually... No. Once we've mined this, I'll go ahead and start making some adjustments. I think we can do that. I could add some cargo to the top and the bottom. It's not ideal. Really, you want cargo to be one solid block. If you can get that, it is much better. But I'll take a bit of inefficiency just to get that all sorted out. So let's go ahead, open up the mirror mode. Both. Move that. Move this. Now, for this, we're going to want a... Oh, let's go with titanium. We may as well. Actually, at this point, could I do all of it? Modify entire ship. Can I modify the entire ship to titanium at this point? Yes. Okay. I could stretch it, but I don't like doing that generally. Prefer building specific sizes. Let's go ahead and build this out. Now, down here, we're going to block it off. Let's bring it in just a little bit. Yeah, sure. That's a bit of processing power. But we're not done yet. First, we're going to want to expand out the armor that we had up there out across, I think. Sure. And then we will bring it down to 1. There we go. I want the cargo to reach back to this point. Oh, I need to remove the turret. There are better ways to do this, I know, but I am being very lazy. Yeah. Now, with that done, let's switch over to... At this point, I think the remainder of this ship's build is going to be entirely titanium. I don't really see much reason not to. There we go. We need a tiny bit more processing power. The tiniest bit. How much processing power would that add? Not enough. Almost. Not quite, though. Actually, do something like that, and then run Smart Hull up the rest of the way. There we go. We've got the next processing section. Perfect. Right. With that, let's just finish off the armor. Something like that should do. And over here, we should be able to just run it the full length. Wrong one. There we go. Actually, let's make this one 0.25. There we go. And then back down to 1. And over on this side then, we want an edge. Oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry. We actually, no, yeah, that is the right one. Just I need to shrink it down to that size. Let's bring it back by a bit. That is incredibly ungood. Fine, I suppose. I have to deal with them. Let's go and engage. Hello? Please let me destroy it. Thank you. And one more. Oh, there we go. Mischief managed. Go and grab my loot and then I'll finish off that little bit of armor I wanted to do. cube must grow. Yeah. It is a pretty pretty uninspired design so far. There we go. Right, let's finish off this design. So, oh, actually, no, we want to remove that for a moment. Because I need this here. I'm going to need these to be much smaller. Damn. Okay, those are going to have to be down to 1s. One by 2s. And this will have to be shrunk. Oh, there we go. Honestly, they look better than those ones, in my opinion. Might replace them. Smaller profile seems to suit it. Right, DPS per slot, please. I think that one is definitely worth putting down here. There we go. And let's just make sure that's hooked up as a 3. This one would be a 4 and a 4. There we go. Right. I should go through and recolor everything. Merge everything first. There's a lot of armor on this that is different colors, which would take me quite a while to sort out. Basically anything that was converted from iron is going to have the iron color to it. That's an ideal. I'll just have to slowly go through it and change that. This game reminds you of From the Depths. Yeah, I can totally see that, actually. That is a completely fair comparison, in my opinion. Right, but I did want to sort out the back here. So pop that up at 0.25. And then a way smaller one down to 0.1, so it matches. There we go. And I think on these ones we can get a little bit more fancy. Not by much though, but a little bit. We can probably leave it at that. I don't think it needs to be much more than this. Oh, actually, we could also add in something here too. Bring that back up to 2.5. And then over here, bring that back. Not that at 1. Should work. Ooh. Maybe that isn't aligned properly. We won't worry about it for now. Just delete it. There we go. Jobs are good, I think. Welcome back, Leafin. Right. Final point. We're going to lock this in. Install permanently. There you go. I've now got hacking systems, at least on the lower tier stuff. Do we have a jump solution? We do. I'm now at submersion 8. Wow. Don't think there's anything here. Nope. There's wreckages, but that's about it. Seeing a lot of wreckages here. Like a lot. We could jump down here and then across. Or I could jump over there and across. I need to find my way back to civilized space, but I'm so far away from it. It is a little bit frustrating. Okay, well, while I'm here, go ahead and mine. Oh, how I missed the days of Roll for a Shadowrun. Yeah, those are good times. Shadowrun, Dark Heresy, Stars Without Number. Avorion always interested me. The arc mining always took me out a bit. The arc mining? What do you mean? You need an explanation of what the material... Okay, so, Kaylin, the material there is telling you that it can sense... it can detect asteroids up to that material type, so Xanlon. And if you permanently install it, it can detect them up to one material type rarer than Xanlon. That's what it means. But for example, if you were... you just threw it in and you were around Avorion asteroids, it wouldn't be able to highlight them for you. I am now chomping through these asteroids, which is very nice. I apologize for calling it Xanlon instead of Xanian. Honestly, the font is really hard for me to read for some reason. I keep seeing the I as an L. Right, let's go ahead and jump. Ooh, valuable objects detected. 2. Right through the asteroid field, okay. Let's get out there then. That one's relatively close. And the other one's not too much further out there. If you are part of Operation Exodus, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got some more info from that one. So a little bit further out. Along with a busted up ship. And a traveler's stash. Mayday, ambushed. For information, History of the Galaxy, Chapter 2. The arrival of the Xsotan about 3 centuries ago. The first Xsotan ships were sighted in our peaceful galaxy. At the time, all factions had come together to found the United Alliance, UA, and life was good. There were only a few that dared to act against the common laws, and everybody worked together to subdue those individuals. But all of that changed when the Xsotan arrived. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. At first, the UA were willing to treat the newcomers with the same respect and friendliness they offered all life forms in the galaxy. They attempted to contact them, to invite them to assemblies and conferences. But no matter which means of communication was tried, an answer was never received. More and more Xsotan ships arrived, and then it began. The Xsotan attacked, destroyed, plundered anything that came close to their crafts. Ships, stations, asteroids, nothing was safe from them. Rumors started to spread that they annihilated entire planets and even suns. The UA was shocked and helpless, but then they decided that they had to defend their galaxy. They began researching new war technologies, and they were ready to stand their ground. Fascinating. Hello. Ooh, let's have a look at those. A Sphinx. Averts are fine, yes. Stability 40%. Chance of 40% to not be destroyed. Oh, okay. Shields your cargo bay during inspections. Avoids fines during inspection. Oh, that's fantastic. A smuggler's device. I like it. And then the Chameleon M5. Highlighted defenders, highlight range, defender detector range. Oh, detects cargo scanners and tracks down its origin. Helps to avoid inspection. What were you up to over here? These are highly suspect subsystems that you had in your traveler's stash. You scallywags. I think they may have been up to no good. What do I think of the theory that the Xsotan are living ships? I kind of think about the idea that they are energy beings. Quite like that idea. Whether they are living ships, I don't know. But, you know, maybe the line between energy and individual and ship blurs a bit. Pirates are attacking. Very well. Let's just have a fight. Can we harvest the stranded ship? Yeah, we could. I had a quick look at it. I don't think there's much likelihood of there being good subsystems on it, though. Engage. Daka daka pew pew. We'll quickly salvage your ship whilst you're still in it. Good times. Not for you, of course. For me, though, very good times. Right. Let's hop back to known space. Okay. There is a resource depot. Fantastic. Go and refine. What is my diplomacy with you? It is... Organization of Uridek. Okay, well, you know, I'm getting somewhere. But I would need to be midway through good to be able to use their... a lot of their stuff. A couple of pirates that don't like me so far. Most people are in the neutrals kind of territory, though. Yeah. Why is my mission in the middle of a rift? Oh, Sumi, in my single player game, I was so annoyed. I took an easy delivery mission. I had to pay a bit of cash in order to take it, you know, your deposit. It was like, oh, it's going to be easy. It's just a place really close by. 20 minutes. 10 minutes, in and out. And, yeah, the place I needed to deliver it to was on the other side of a rift. And I had to travel so far to go around it that in the 20 minutes I failed. And so I just ended up with a bunch of random stuff that I wasn't looking to use. Take care, Kay. First ship is like 60% built. Excellent, mate. Alright. Now, where are we going? Could bounce back down here. Probably wise. But chat, we're coming up to the point where I really need to wrap up the stream. I'll go for another 10 minutes. We'll bounce through the gate if I'm able to, though things are very slow, sadly. We'll do 10 more minutes, and then I am going to hop off. But the server will remain live until 8 a.m. in the morning. So from now, about 9 hours. Give or take 15 minutes. Several gates. Not a lot else, though. Fighter factory, I suppose. Another resource depot. I mean, I could sell some things, I suppose. I could indeed sell some things, I suppose. I should also check for potential captains. Ooh, yeah, there we are. What tier is this captain? It's tier 1. Educated, humble, reckless, addict, noble. So it gains more experience. Good. Demands lower salary. Good. Reckless. Higher risk of being ambushed, but faster completion of commands. It's a neutral one, really. Addict. Slower completion of commands. That's just a flat-out negative. Noble. Lowers the risk of being ambushed, but reduced profit. That, not a good higher. It is the type that I would have wanted, though. But alas. Alas. Not really what we wanted there. Right. Let's see. Where are we going to next? Gonna want to jump down there, I'm gonna say. Basically, we want to be somewhere out here, getting a bunch of neonite. Oh, jump route is already calculated. Nice. In that case, go ahead and jump. See, this is the thing, is I believe that, like, the factions sectors, they load really quickly. But once you go off the beaten track, then it takes ages. Shipyard in this sector. Habitat, cattle ranch, and equipment dock. You won't sell me these, which is a shame. Standard double R salvage laser. A regular double R salvaging laser. Titanium. I could definitely pick one of those up. I could. No, I think we'll. Oh. Actually, yeah, we will actually. We will go and dock up there. Even if I don't put it on this ship, I've got a salvager captain with me, and I want to make a salvager ship. So, setting that captain up to do some. With a smaller ship with just salvaging lasers on, in much the same way this ship used to just have mining lasers on it, would be wise, I think. Those planets are very close, aren't they? Or maybe it's just perspective. Maybe that planet's enormous. In which case, why isn't this one getting thrown into it via gravity? I don't know. But inquiring minds would like to. Right, I would like to buy that laser. Sorry, the salvager. Honestly, I'll buy all of them. I could buy these. No, I don't think so. Oh, I could get the... I could pick up the gate network and the additional sectors. I wouldn't know what stations are there, but I could get it. I think I'll leave that for now, though. Because it's like 100,000. It's a lot of money. Right, let's continue moving along. The main place for me to get like reputation and that sort of stuff is, I think, finding asteroids to hand in. Hey, Nine has joined. Hello, Nine. Doesn't look like we found anything here, though. Nope. We're going to continue moving on. We're going to use the gate here because we can't quite jump as far. I am legitimately, like, there's a part of me that's like, well, it would be nice if I had expanded jump capacity with this ship, but alas, that is not a thing that I've got. And so I will just be sad. Okay, destination sector still being generated. I'll just let my head and shoulder. I just noticed. Oh, the fact I colored it too. Oh, god damn it. Aavak has been chopped in two. It's true. Yeah, I just realized that revelation as well. I think it's because, right, for the first time, it's like being just chopped off, and it's like, oh, look at that. It looks like a head. And then it's like, oh, that looks like, oh, yeah. Yeah. My lord. Well, Aavak hit the gate threshold. Yes, Aavak does need sleep. Aavak has been up since like, I don't remember exactly, I think it was like 4. Working on trying to get the server working, so yeah. This ship is now cursed, it's true. Let's try back out and go back through again. Nope. But I did get the server working. That is true. I succeeded. By the way, notice how there's a planet there? There's no planet here. If you haven't noticed before, they actually do show you what's on the other side of the gate. Oh, it's not that the gates are busted, Direwolf. It's that it's having to load sectors. That's all it is. Notice how like it was a green cloudy area on the other side? Yeah, green cloudy area. It's actually showing you what that place looks like. And that was the... Oh, look at that. Rings too. Oh, wow. That's actually gorgeous. That is really nice. But yeah. It was showing us what was on the other side of the gate. Well, what we got going on here? Demand. Some basic captains here. Tier 0 captain. The captains without a class, by the way, once they get to level 5, get to choose a class. So you can have a captain. If you find a basic captain with passives that would be amazing for a specific class, if you take them and train them up, you eventually can just select that class for yourself. It's actually pretty cool. Right. We're going to visit one more spot. I did say I was going to stop. I find it so difficult to stop. We'll see how long it takes to calculate the jump route. There's a couple of asteroids here, so I can at least do a little bit of mining. Aavak can stop any time he wants. Yes, any time. It's crazy how that 10 minutes turns into half an hour. I know, right? It's wild. Which way are you going, ship? But yeah, I don't think we're going to expand this ship out much more than this. In fact, I'm fairly certain this is a bit about it. So, given that, we just finish mining this, perhaps. There we go. Right, we're going to make a slight adjustment to this ship. I'm going to turn that off. I want to select you and you. And you. And then we'll paste that over here. And then I'm going to take these off. So you're coming off from there. And I'm going to place that down here instead. PS per slot. Yep. And then we are going to say goodbye to these. Don't need them. Because this ship is not going to get any more of those subsystems. In fact, it's going to lose a couple of its subsystems. Actually, that being said, yeah, it'll probably lose the hacking subsystem at the very least. Give me a moment. It will lose the hacking subsystem. I will probably upgrade this one, or I will go for a specific combat subsystem. I know I've got a combat turret there, so I'll probably make this one a civilian. Yeah. If I made that a civilian turret, I would get more turret slots out of it. I could increase cargo holds, or I could increase energy a lot. Yeah. Once this is not my general runabout, I will probably add a couple more turrets back onto it then. But the idea would be that I would maximize it for like 732 Omicron on the miner itself is more than enough. I would want to maximize the damage you can do to asteroids, thus increasing its potential as a mining mission ship. You'll notice up the top, I can't hit this now. Building knowledge for Neonite required to build ships with processing power for 6 sockets or more. So we are actually limited now to a certain degree. Let's go ahead and just jump. There we go. There are valuable objects here, apparently. Where? Quite a few of them, actually. Okay, I'm going to go and grab those. Hoping one of them is a asteroid, but it doesn't look like it is. Big sad. Now, I do have the ability to hack this time, so as long as these aren't too complicated. Kind of drifted a little bit too far. Yep. And we've got precise double chain gun exceptional. How exceptional? Not really. Not really. Let's go and grab you. Also, while I'm here, where are we going next? Probably jumping over there. Revelation. When you're saying that you need to be dipped, you need... Yeah, okay. You did say... Just say hi. I was going to say, saying you need to be dipped will only make sense if someone's already a member of the community. Search for information. We've seen that one before. Oops. Object finder. Auto turret control system. I mean, we've got quite a few of those now. And one more to get to. Can I find the magic pixel? Maybe. Yes. Nice. I think this ship is probably powerful enough to deal with most situations in the... Certainly in the border between iron and titanium. Maybe even in inner titanium sectors, but still would like to put a little bit more punch on it. And another secret stash. Superior dual bolter. Ooh. Now that may well be worth me checking out. Range of 6.83. I mean, it's 216 extra damage actually. So that's pretty decent. That is in fact pretty decent. I'm gonna say you get replaced with that. There we go. Nice. Yeah, fighters are all locked behind trinium. We are nowhere near trinium. Like me personally. I think others are probably already there. Yeah, you're almost definitely at trinium. You're 2, 3. I'm still in the second. 3 would be there. Basically, the closer to the center you get, the higher the tier materials you'll find. Valuable objects detected. Okay. Good lord. But none of them are asteroids. Yeah, Aurelia is saying they're in Trinium. Secret stash. Search for information. We've already seen that one. And accelerating engine booster and hyperspace. Oh, hyperspace booster. I mean, I would like to dump the hacker for that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel the hacker has been doing me as good. Alright, assuming that we've found a place which is relatively safe, that's where I'm going to wrap up the stream, chat. Otherwise, I'm going to be here for like 12 hours. I'm only 20 minutes away from that. My lord. Saying that like the stashes don't give you near 100 credit per... That is fair, but what I want is reputation. You just make it 12 hours then. Don't tempt me, Frodo. But yeah, I'm super duper happy that we managed to get all of this working in the end. Go ahead and mine. Can I be dipped in chocolate? I said only if I get a bribe, a sizable cookie. Like, Mai is American, so when Mai is talking about size, you gotta understand it's from like an American perspective. So when she says a sizable cookie, she's talking like world record size cookie. Like, you know, 60 different bakers turned out and did a street bake for a massive... They had forklift trucks lift it. Guinness Book of Records representative there to officiate it. She's not just talking about a big cookie. She's talking about the big cookie. Not. Yep, see? It's just the way of things. I wonder how quickly we'll devour this. Very quickly. We'll see. How's the server stats now? Let me show you. $30 players online, 46 players in memory, 152 factions in memory, 82 sectors in memory out of 569 in total. Memory use currently 6 gigs. The average server load is 64.89%. So there you go. How dare you come after my people in such an accurate fashion? Just wait until the Tars hear about this. I couldn't help but start chuckling once you said, wait until the tariffs hear about this. Oh, dude. Why? Right, jump route is calculated. Let's get out there. Hopefully we will get to somewhere safe I can log off. Why is this space so empty? Okay, we continue to jump. Actually, that one is on a gate network, I think. Yes. So we will head in that direction for now. Miner is doing tricks. Miner desires cookies also. Mine has got competition. Can Mai do a quadruple pirouette backflip in the vacuum of space? Stiff competition. Just one more sector, bro. I swear. It does feel like that, though. How does the miner pilot level up? He's been mining for a while and it still shows 0%. Oh, Interficer, they need to go on a mission. Only missions level them up. So, and they will only get the experience from that mission when the mission completes. They won't get, or at least I don't think they get it, you know, like trickled in over time. Well, I'm off and I'm leaving my captain doing a trading mission. Very well, Sumi. I will also be setting my captain to do some missioning when I leave, assuming I can find a not too terribly dangerous mission for them to do. All right, we've got a player spot available. Sumi just hopped off, and shortly so will I. I will be stopping playing for a bit, yeah. I have been in front of a screen for way too long. Way too long. Coming up to when did we start? About 12. And I got up at 4. So almost 20 hours. I've been in front of a screen for almost 20 hours, chat. That is not healthy. I need to go and let my spine decompress, my brain decompress, and other parts of me decompress. I'm very glad, though, that we managed to get all of this working. I'm so glad to see everyone having fun. It was all worth it. Cup of tea and a walk outside, yeah. I might go walk around the park. About a 15-minute walk up there and then like 30-minute walk around the lake. No, about 45-minute walk around the lake. It's about 10 kilometers. And the trees smell good at night. Everything in the park smells good at night. There's no people there anymore. No people smell. Wow, look at this scoundrel stealing my asteroid. NPC hooligan. I like the ship though. There we go. Jump route finally calculated. I'll wait for us to mine through this iron, and then we'll unjump. Okay, go, go, go. Kill him. Take his ship. I mean, I couldn't because I'm not equipped for it, but you can. That's what borders are there for. And security are there to stop borders from being there for that. Oh, yes. Okay, this was good. Ooh, casino as well. We're going to have a couple of people here. All right, repair dock. Tell me, who is this? Market expert, careful, intimidating. I'm not against picking you up, actually. Sure. There's one ship with 3 captains on it. Let's also check out the gear depot. Nothing much going on in there. What about turrets? Efficient double R mining laser. 90 efficiency. 90% efficiency. Good lord. Regular double R mining lasers. 2 of them. And a decaying one. Okay, yeah, we're... I can't buy that, though. It hurts. It hurts. Oh well. It is what it is. Sad though it may be. I can still have the mining lasers. Which will be significantly better than what I've currently got. But I am going to need to get a much bigger ship soon. Like cargo holds. Gonna need much bigger cargo holds on this. Right. Go ahead and sorry, wrong thing. Go ahead and head on over to the equipment dock next. Yeah, that does suck. Actually, how close is the... No, go there first. Try and drop off some resources. I may be able to push a bit of rep by selling to them. They might want something that I can sell. Yeah, double lower risk of ambush does stack, yes. Let's scooch over. Nice. First and foremost, refine all the ores. There we go. And next, trade. Are there things you want? Not really. I mean, yeah, but not really. I'll sell a bunch of titanium to you, and I will also sell a whole bunch of iron to you as well. You don't really need either, but it's improved our standing with you a little bit. Yeah, we're still 10k away from good. Alright. Well. Let's just get over here. We'll buy the our mining lasers. Then I will look to set up our captain on a mission, and then I'll be logging off. Will the server fall into factions and tribalism? What borders are being observed? Well, there are alliances already forming, yeah. Whether that means it'll be tribalism, I don't know. But there are alliances, and that is by design. You can find out about the alliances in the Avorion thread on Discord. Right, I would very much like this and both of these. So sad. Oh well. I mean, these are titanium turrets, so... I'll take it. Right. Oh no, the subspace signals are getting stronger. If only I was in a sector with many NPCs. Right. Well, which ones of these do we drop first? You've got 24, 26, 25. So you're one of the first ones we drop. Placing you with... go for type. Salvaging lasers. No, we want the mining lasers. That's 68 efficiency. 58. 58. Okay, so this one. Yeah, replace. Then 25. Like, there's just no comparison. Even that's a 4.7 with 28. Or a 3.8 with 26. Like, even just taking the decaying ones is better for me. That's how powerful our mining is comparatively. And then this one. There we go. Only our miners now. The rest I can sell, or I can hand over. Oh, we're going to want to switch this one out as well. Given that, then I guess one of these will do. There we go. Okay. That one should be on one. Because I'm going to be sending this out to fight. I want that on auto fire. Actually, not all of them are titanium. Many of them are iron. So, yeah, 3 of them are iron. And 3 of them are titanium. But, time to see what we can do. Now, generally speaking, I would say you want to do a scout. Let's see how dangerous this would be. It would take 20 minutes to do, so I'm not going to do it. But they would scout the area, and they would reveal hidden asteroid, hidden mass sectors, because this is a mining captain. But what I would normally do is if we do this, pop you up there, and then do that. They will find all hidden mass sectors because they're an explorer. They're very good at this. It'll still take 21 minutes though, and that's not what we're going to be doing. Instead, we're just going to be sending out our ship to do mining. So it's not going to be as great, but I'm not going to sit here in a pod for 20 minutes. Until I guess I could decide. No. I was going to say I could start working on a ship, but no. Maybe later. Right, so we want these to go out and mine. A relatively small area. Ambush probability, 3%. There we go. The area doesn't contain many asteroids fields. We might not be able to collect many resources here. There is a little enemy activity here. I rate the chance of an ambush as low, but not zero. You won't be able to reach us while we're out mining. If I had all my knowledge about hidden... if you had all my knowledge about hidden asteroid fields, you wouldn't need me anymore. I'll be in touch as soon as we're done. Expect a shipment every 15 minutes. So, damage efficiency is 90%, cargo space is 90%, area is only 30%. There are a couple of discovered asteroid fields. If I go up there instead, area is now 98% because of the amount of discovered asteroid fields. The area doesn't contain many asteroid fields. We might not be able to collect many resources. That's a lie. This is how much they would get, or I could just say, go completely focus on titanium. Do not care about iron. Only a 3% chance of being ambushed. If I tell them to go safe mode, it's 0. But now, they won't go anywhere. If I tell them to do that, they won't go anywhere which is dangerous, basically. So, no man's space yields the most resources per sector, while central faction areas yield the least. But at this point, I could tell them to like do a 3.5 hour session, and there'd only be 1% chance of an ambush. Or I could tell them to do a 3.5 hour session. They'd bring me back like, you know, between 249,000 titanium and 311,000 titanium, but there would be an 11% chance that they'd get ambushed. So, at this end, if I only tell them to go out for 15 minutes... for 15 minutes, rather an hour, they'd bring back 82k. Or I could just do that. And it's a lower chance, and it's about the same. Yeah, the amount of hours you add does affect it. Yep. Very much so. Or I could just do that. And there's absolutely no chance that we're going to be attacked. We will not make a single hyperspace jump into pirate territory. We will be safer that way, but less productive. We will see what we can find. There is no pirate activity that we can detect. I'm sure we won't be attacked. You won't be able to reach us. Blah, 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 blah. So for 3 hours now, they're going to be out there. Every 30 minutes, they will deliver some titanium into my account. Because it will simulate the fact that because I'm mining, they need to go gather stuff and then go somewhere to refine it first. Cargo space. The ship has to waste 5% of its time flying to refineries. Damage efficiency. More firepower, more asteroids. But this doesn't scale up endlessly. Any ship will eventually reach the point where flying and navigating takes longer than mining. So we've got 91% damage efficiency, 95% efficiency on cargo space. I was gathering both, it would only be 90%, but this is good enough, I think. Right. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for me. For now. Donk. And they're gone. And I am left alone. In my pod. Go and scooch into this equipment dock. Alright then, chat. That's going to be it for us, though. We crossed the 12-hour threshold 5 minutes ago. Don't say I don't ever give you anything. But I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did. I hope to see some more of you on here when I inevitably check back in. And again, it'll be in about 8 hours, give or take a few minutes, that the server will be going down. So you have until then to play and enjoy and expand and do all sorts of things. I will post a message, of course, before I shut it down. I'm not just gonna, you know, surprise the shutdown, but you'll have you will need to get somewhere safe around that time. So just keep in mind that if you're still playing in about 8 hours, don't be doing anything crazy. Right. Catch you all later, chat.